So when we're talking about age, we're more or less not talking about the year, but we're talking about like the body style. Every vehicle and make and model, they usually go through body styles anywhere from 5 to 8, maybe 10 years. And you'll see a major difference sometimes, and sometimes you'll see a minor difference. Ford did a big difference. Back in the early 90s, they had what was like a square body Ford. And then in the early or late 90s, early 2000s, they switched to more of a curved style. And so each generation, it kind of changes body style, and each one of them becomes more trendy, more desirable. But within those body style, within those year ranges, you have different trim levels, trim packages. And Ford is an excellent example. You can get Fords in any of the trucks, for example, in very, very plain form. You can get them with like crank windows with absolutely no options, where all they have is like air conditioning, and that's it. And like if you ever rented a U-Haul truck, you will see they have no options at all. They are the most basic of trucks. Us, on the other hand, we try to get vehicles that have all the bells and whistles, have some of the nice creature comforts, things people like, buttons they want to have, different things like that. Because, I mean, you're buying a new vehicle. You don't want to have something that is just like what you've always had. You want to have something new and exciting and fun. So I just want to kind of show you this F-250. This is the Lariat model. For this example, you will see that we have, I'm going to flip you guys around scenes, but you can see like in here we have the touchscreen navigation system. Some of these will have sunroof, this one does not, but it's also got the 6-person seat capable, has your auxiliary switches right down there. And on a lot of these basic trucks, you won't even have, you'll just have a basic LCD screen. You won't have the touch screen or the navigation. You won't have the aux switches, different things like that. And then everything obviously varies based on the manufacturer that's selling it, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, and different things like that, what they have to offer. But Dodge is another good example. They have like the 8.4 Uconnect, which is like the big one for the older, I don't know what generation that is, but the older trucks after 2010 or 11. But then they also had a 5-inch, and they had a 3.5-inch, and then they had the base screen. All those things go up with your trim package. A lot of times dealers, when they sell newer, lower mileage vehicles, when you start looking at them, they have none of these bells and whistles because they're just trying to get the vehicle to fit into what they're hoping for their lenders. But we, on the other hand, realize that you're not just a piece of paper. You're not just another loan. You actually are going to have to pay for this vehicle. You have actually worked for this vehicle, and you want to enjoy it. You want to have the options and the things that you want. And so we go after and we look for things like that. I'm going to give you one more example. This is just a very similar example. It's a 2011 Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorers, they had the base package. I think they all came with power windows, power locks, stuff like that. But on the more upper end packages, same deal. You had the Sony Sync. Yeah, I think it's called Sync. Yeah, Sync system here. That would be your touch screen. There's the sunroof that I was talking about that you get. You'll have things like heated seats. Some of them even have cooled seats. The push to start, different things like that. Your hill assist. Also, you get like captain chairs. This one's actually got the rear. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got the rear sunroof as well. And you get leather interior, different things like that. So that's what we're talking about. We're not just talking about the year 2011, 2015 on that truck, but we're talking about the body style, the generation that they're in. And then we're also talking about the features, the bells, the whistles, and the creature comforts that they have inside the vehicle as well.